How's everyone doing? Good? I was just dancing salsa a minute ago. Instead of running through this again, I'm just going to dance salsa to get myself energized. So, I see that some of you you've all told me where you're from. Me, myself, I'm from Los Angeles, as I said, born in LA, California, the Sunshine State, as they call it. But a few years ago, I moved to Colombia. That's Colombia with an O. So today I'm talking to all of you from a beautiful town known for their year-round spring-like weather, Medellin. Medellin. You may have seen Medellin in some of those Pablo Escobar movies, and no, it's not dangerous here, not anymore at least. I'm Jane. In Spanish, it's Juana, like you wanna dance, and I'll be your host. And that's me there, just to put a face to this voice. That's me there feeling victorious after completing an intensive 10-day silent meditation course. It's called Vipassana. It's crazy. You're in there for 10 days. You're not allowed to make eye contact with anyone. You're not allowed to exercise or write. You just meditate all day. But it's a great way to disconnect from the digital world. I highly recommend that everyone does it at least once in their life or twice. So I'm the client success champ here at Convertri. My job is to show you how to use Convertri better. I run onboarding calls, and I've created many tutorials for you already. I'm the voice behind featured clips like Shift, Drag, and Grow with It out soon in the Facebook group, of course. You've probably seen me hanging out in the Facebook group, answering your questions, or on the help desk in the evenings, Eastern Standard Time. In fact, I recognize many of you. Regine wants to know, will we get a copy of the recording? We do post the replay of the webinar, usually by next Tuesday, not sooner. Is there sound? Yes, can everyone hear me? Tommy Banks, can you hear me? Uh-oh, hope I wasn't just talking. Regine says love salsa. Okay. Regine is from Chicago. Oh, I love the improv there. Renee is from Colorado, Littleton. Yes, definitely visit Colombia. The locals here are very nice. Hey, Chandra, I remember you on the Facebook group. Yeah, Vipassana is intense, but can definitely help you focus better. Okay, thanks for the update on the recording. Okay, people can hear me. All right. So this is my second webinar. I was hired in August, and I feel like I'm up to date. This is my second webinar. I created this webinar for all of you who sell stuff, physical stuff. We're going to cover important stuff like how to set up shipping, taxes, coupons, etc., and how Convertri can help you run your very own fulfillment center. In the first demo, you're going to learn how to create a single sales checkout page. So let me get to that. Here's a single sales checkout page. Here's what it looks like. Grab your 12 count bundles for 60 bucks. This is Marie Sharp. Excuse me, it's Mary Sharp. Ever heard of Mary Sharp? It's in Belize. This is a real product. So there are 4 products. Hit open checkout and look, choose one. I'm gonna choose a grapefruit habanero. Buy now. So to create this checkout page, you'll need to use product groups, and we'll discuss how to use product groups in a moment. In the second demo, I'm going to introduce you to Fidgeting Fiona. Here, I'm just double checking that my chat on the right side is, that is all good. Wow, a lot of people here. Memphis from Tennessee, Jim from Memphis. Okay. So Fidgeting Fiona, this will be our second demonstration. We're going to create a home page that displays multiple products. See how we have 3 buy buttons there? Could you even do that in Convertri? You can and you can't. I'll show you how. Then I'll show you how to create this sales page using a quick modal checkout and the form widget. We released the form widget as a way to create a form in a much faster way. We released this in August and it has been a game changer. If you're not using it, then you will soon. We're also gonna create a bump sale. See, 10 bucks. For 10 bucks, you get a mala bracelet. And we're gonna create an upsell page where people can just click yes or no. And of course, a thank you page. Then we're gonna take you behind the scenes, where you'll see how these pages connect. So what you just saw was the home page connected to the sales page. It's connected to two other sales pages, and they all go to an upsell page, and then finally a thank you page. We'll dive into it in a moment. There are two parts to fidgeting Fiona, which we'll cover. We'll cover the back end and we'll cover the front end. In the back end, we'll add products to the Convertri cart. We'll add product variants, which lets your customers decide what kind of ring you want, like maybe a size 5 or size 6 ring. We'll briefly review coupons and we'll discuss shipping and taxes so that you can run your own fulfillment center. But first, let's go back to Marie Sharp. Mary Sharp. I'm sorry, I keep calling it Marie Sharp because I used to go to Belize. I used to travel to Belize a few times, a couple times a year for work. And it's spelled M-A-R-E, as you can see here, M-A-R-I-E, excuse me. But it took me a while for me to learn that it's pronounced Mary Sharp. So if you ever go to Belize, just know that. And Belize, does anyone know where Belize is? In the chat, tell me if anyone here knows where Belize is. With this replace your square up chart and checkout, Regina will return to that. For any questions, I would love for you to keep it at the end because I don't want to miss them. So Belize is in Central America next to Mexico and Guatemala. What's interesting about Belize is that they only speak Spanish. They speak English. You know, Mexico, Guatemala, they all speak Spanish, but Belize, they speak English. So yeah, but they take their hot sauce really serious. So this is a very simple single sales checkout page, and I used their hot sauce as an example. So you can clearly see that for 60 bucks, you could get a dozen of any of these, right? Clearly see that. You simply choose one, any of these, and hit buy now, and then your customer's on their way. So how do you create this? To create this, you need to use product groups. It'll also help you understand, it'll also help if you understood what product groups are, what the difference between product groups and new products are. Okay, so here we have new product group and new product. And I'm going to show you what the difference between those two are. A product variant is this. The spinner ring, so this is a fidget ring. I'll tell you more about fidget rings, but this ring is a variant because as the seller, I can offer it in 3 different colors. See, sterling silver, rose gold, and gold. And I can offer it in a variety of sizes. We call the colors and sizes variants. Now, why would you use product variants rather than variants? As you saw with the hot sauce, Marie Sharp, with groups, you can offer several different products on a single checkout page. With variants, like the ring, it's always one set product per checkout. With groups, you can set an overriding price for every product in your group. As you saw, 60 bucks for all of them, but you can also change the price for every individual product within the group. With variants, you have to set the price for each individual product. With groups, the shipping and sales tax can vary between products in the group. With variants, variants are their own thing, and you always have to set the shipping. All right, so let's go to our cart. Here's a Convertri cart. And we're gonna review product groups. So you see here, I have two product groups. One is a book and one is the hot sauce. Under Mary Sharp, if you click on this not so obvious folder, you'll see that I have 4 products with the same price. Here's how I set the price for them. I'm gonna go to Mary Sharp hot sauce, hit edit, and I've already gave the product group a name. The price is 60 bucks. That is the overriding price. You can also set an overriding price for shipping and or tax for all of the products in the group. That is one of the advantages of using a product group. But, what if mangoes go out of season? Mangoes. So here's our products. You have a grapefruit habanero, habanero sauce made out of green cactus, one made out of mango, and one called No Wimps Allowed, which made me almost cry. But what if mangoes go out of season? Can you change the price for this particular bundle? Absolutely. I'll show you how. Hit price. Where it says use product group defaults, just turn that off and charge whatever the heck you want. Pretty cool, right? Hit save. And you can also add shipping to every individual product. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So pretty cool, right? Hey, what do you call a noble hot sauce? What do you call a noble hot sauce? Chandra wants to know, can we select 2 or multiple products and go to checkout instead of one after the other? No, you cannot. With product groups, you cannot select more than 2. As you saw here, let me show you here. You can only select one of these and then buy now. And this is the same for product variants. You can add quantity to product variants, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Mark Gold, yep, people are answering. People know where Belize is. Someone visited once. Okay, so no question. Oh, Dan Grief says, how do we change currency? There is a tutorial for that, Dan, on how to change currency, and I can send it to you after the webinar. And if we have time, go ahead and ask me again, and I can show you at the end of the webinar if we have time for questions, which we should. We should. All right, so what do you call, what was the joke again? What do you call a noble hot sauce? Sriracha. You call it sriracha. All right. So another way to use product groups is if you're selling a book, like this one here that I made at the top. I'm going to close this little folder and open this one. 10 ways to raise a multilingual kid. I have a kid and we do Opal, which is called One Person, One Language. I only speak to her in Spanish. My husband only speaks to her in English. We have a friend that comes in once a week. They only speak to her in French. So I know a few things about raising a multilingual kid, but not enough to make a book, right? So this is completely made up. 10 ways to raise a multilingual kid. You can see that I have it in a downloadable audio. I have it in hardcover and I have it in paperback. So let me delete this one and I'm going to show you how to add a paperback in a moment. But Look, so for the downloadable audio, I guess, yeah, the downloadable audio, this one doesn't have shipping. These two have shipping. So let's add the product for paperback version. We can I'll turn product group defaults, and I'll add in my own price, which is $10. Add shipping. I already added it for $4, and then I'll hit create. So now we have the paperback option. We're still working with product groups. Now to show you how easy it is to set this up, I'm gonna go to the front quickly and show you how to add it, okay? So I have it all set up here. I'll go to sales page 2. So here's my template for this particular page. I used it using one of the many templates that Convertri has. I simply changed the copy. I created this book cover on Canva. It took me like 5 minutes. And to first things first, go to products. And under product, you'll see that I have these two product groups, the Mary Sharp and the book. So choose the book, save and close that setup, go to form elements and drag out a submit button. And you need to set this button mode over on the element properties panel to open checkout. We also call this the modal checkout, right? Change the label to buy now. And that's it. That's it. Watch this. Save and preview. Buy now. Choose the paperback for $10. Hit buy now. And I'll show you what the cart here looks like, the order form. Right now, tax and shipping they're at 0, but as soon as I put in a state like Alabama, that will change the tax and shipping. So now the total has changed. And I'm going to show you how to add tax and shipping in just a moment. Any questions? Any questions about this particular? If you have any questions about this, go ahead and tell me right now. Talk to me. Okay, Regine wants to know, if you were selling in a group, can you allow people to select what they want? So for example, if you can get 3 hot sauce, and can you select the flavor? Well, for that, these are set, right? So let me show you. These are set. I think you're better off using product variants for that, which we're going to spend a huge amount of time going through. So if you were selling in a group, can you allow people to select what they want? So if you can get 6 hot sauce, can you select the flavor? Right here, you only have one choice, and that is you can choose any of these. We have 4 flavors of hot sauce, and we're selling each one of them in a dozen, a bundle for a dozen. That is the only way you can buy it. Yeah, product groups. That's why I showed you the other way to use product groups, which is like in a book. Can you add quantity to, Thomas White wants to know, can you add quantity variants on an upsell? No. You because it's an upsell, it's a one-click upsell, and we'll go through that in a moment. Say buy the mango hot sauce for $75 for 1 bottle, and a bump purchase allows you to buy more. Okay, so I think we're gonna go through the rest of the demo, and that's gonna answer your questions. Right now, we're just going through product groups, and we just finished going through product groups. We're gonna go on to our next demo, and that is fidgeting Fiona. Here's what we'll cover with, oh my goodness. Here's what we'll cover with fidgeting Fiona. from the front end. There's two parts to it, the front store and the back end. We'll cover the back end first. So why fidget rings? First of all, why do I keep doing that? I keep going there. So here's fidgeting Fiona. And I'm basically trying to get back into fidgeting. I used to fidget and squirm a lot whenever I had to sit during an interview, like a job interview. So I trained myself to stop, but I just learned that fidgeting can actually help you focus. So we all have this floating attention, like a wandering part of our minds wander. And so by giving them like a fidget or a fidget ring, you're giving your floating attention a job to do. That way you could focus. I got I got these pictures from Etsy. Excuse me, I just took a sip of water. I got them from Etsy. They do have some on Amazon, but Etsy has a much better selection. So if you like any of these here, just go to Etsy. They have a better selection. All right, fidget rings. Let's buy a ring. We're gonna buy a ring. I'm gonna show you what this looks like. We're gonna buy the spinner ring for 24 bucks. Hit buy now. All right, let's choose one. It's just $24. Let's choose it in rose gold. Let's get it in a size 6 because it's for a friend, not for me. And let's buy two. Buy two rose gold fidget rings. And I'm gonna hit go for the upsell. Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me by the way? Yes. Yes, okay. Because I have this button here that turns it off, turns off the mic so that I can grab water or something. All right, so let's go for the bump sell for 10 bucks. Hit checkout. This here is set to modal checkout. And yes, my name is Jane Diaz. You can find me at support@convertri.com. Let's see, 89 It Ain't It Road. There is such thing as a road called It Ain't It Road. It's in Dadeville, Alabama. Now, over on the right side, it shows what we ordered. 2 spinner rings in rose gold in size 6 US. It shows a 10 bucks that was added for the mala bracelet. Tax and shipping were also added. All I need to do now is enter my credit card number. Pay by debit or credit. I have Stripe integrated in this, by the way. Just Stripe, not PayPal. Oh, look, an upsell page. Half moon earrings for $24.49. Yeah, go ahead and add it to my purchase. Thank you for shopping with Fiona. All right, we just went through a lot of pages. And here is a bird's eye view of what our funnel looks like, what we just went through. I am using Similatry. You've probably heard of it. We released this exciting product this month because it was launch week. Hectic for us. So I designed the funnel here first. You can see we started at the home page. You don't need this, by the way, to create what I just created. I'm just giving you a bird's eye view. We went from the home page where you saw 3 products. That took us to the spinner ring. That took us to the checkout page where we purchased it, and also the bump sell. Then we bought the earrings. So that took us to another checkout page. And finally, a thank you. This is what it looks like in Convertri. I'll zoom out a little bit. The customer visited the home page, decided that they wanted to learn more about the spinner ring, so they clicked on the spinner ring. Even though it says buy now, it didn't take them to a checkout page. Then they bought it. Then they checked out. They put their credit card info in here, and then bam, an upsell page came up. Whether they said yes or no to the upsell, we at least got the sale for the first product and possibly the bump sell. Now check out these arrows. Let's talk about arrows. See? We can use these arrows in two ways. They can help us in two ways. We can use them in the funnel builder to give us a visual way of organizing our funnel, as you see here. Arrows also give Convertri suggestions for which page you might want to use as a redirect. Drawing an arrow from this sales page to the upsell page, for example, will help you keep track of which pages relates to which in the funnel. It will also add the upsell page as a suggestion in the redirect section of the sales page from form setup. This will make more sense when I show you a little later, show you how this looks like. So to drag arrows, see where the arrow is, just click and drag one out. Now look, you can even have, there you go. So I can drag connected to that if I want, but there's no need. Let me move this out of the way. And to delete the arrow, just hover over it and click X. Easy peasy. So now that we ordered the ring, let's go look and see what it looks like in orders. So to do that, go to cart and then hit orders on the left side. Here's how the orders will appear in your cart. They appeared as Abraham Lincoln, and I'll tell you why. Because I made this order like 100 times. To prepare for this, I made it 100 times. And so now Convertri is like, yeah, we recognize that your email address is associated to Abraham Lincoln, so that's what they did. So let's click on the first order. I ordered 3 products, but they're gonna appear in 2 transactions. So let's check out the first transaction. The first transaction is for the upsell. See? Upsell. No shipping and no tax were added. Hit back. We'll click on the next one, details. And here is where you'll see that 2 items were purchased, plus the Mala bracelet. Shipping and taxes were added here. All right, this is what it looks like. Any questions about the cart? Any questions at all? We're going to discuss variants next. Okay, I'm looking at your questions. Regina wants to know, does this have ability to correct address or auto search address for clients when they start typing it in? No, they don't. What you can do is make sure that the fields are required. That way they would at least not leave it blank. Paul wants to know, can a GDPR click box to the page? So with GDPR, if we have time, I can try to answer that later on. Right now, we're just focusing on building a storefront, but I know that's important to you. So if I don't get to answer that at the very end, then my colleagues at the support desk will be all over it. And you know what? We were just discussing that. So I'm pretty sure we were just discussing that. So I'm pretty sure I can just give you the answer if I search for it later, when I search for it later on. Oh my God, tons of questions. All right, so just FY sales tax in US is incorrect in the Convertri system. Okay, so let me tell you, Thomas, we're gonna go to the taxes. It's incorrect because of me. I manually put it in. Yeah, for taxes, you need to manually put it in. Yes. Thomas says that in addition, if you have a presence there, which determines sales tax eligibility, there's some services that automate it. One of them being TextJar, just got bought by Stripe. Interesting, good information. We're going to go through taxes in a moment. For now, let's discuss variance. Chandler wants to know what happens if I don't go for the upsell. What happens? Well, if you don't go for the upsell, that's pretty easy. Sorry, earrings. That's why there's a no thank you page. They won't get charged if they click on the no thank you page. Thomas says, I couldn't do a quantity amount on a bump style that I created and I assumed I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, you can't do a quantity on the bump style. I tried and you can't. And I think it's for the better because bump style is there for someone to just click it and go, more of an impulse buy, right? All right, we're moving on to discuss variance. Let's go to products. And I'm going to show you this sales page here. Excuse me. Go back to our product. As I described earlier, product variants let you sell variations of one set product. The set product here is the spinner ring, which you can purchase in 3 different colors and in several different ring sizes. If you want the variants to appear in the drop down like this, if you want to make it very specific, like you could call it, you can add aluminum if you want. If you want to add these here, you'll need to set the variants in the dashboard beforehand. So we're here in the dashboard and we'll go to spinner ring. Here's our product spinner ring, hit edit. We'll go to variants. Now you can add up to 3 categories of variants. For this product, we only have 2, the color and the ring size. Category 1, color. Variants, here are your variants. We can add another one if we'd like aluminum, but you should probably charge less for that. See how that added? Quickly. Gonna delete that because we don't want that there. And category 2 are the ring sizes. We also need to add a drop down for quantity so that people can buy more than 1 ring, and we'll do that up front on the sales page. I'll show you how to do that later. Any questions about variance? Any questions about variance? All right. You probably will have a question. Yes, D Spring. Does this process with the product groups, variants, etc., substitute WooCommerce? You know what? I don't know exactly, but I think no. I think no. Why? Because if you're using our Convertri cart, you're only using our Convertri cart, and you can't use any other cart if you use an integration. So I don't know much about WooCommerce. I would have to look into it. So let me get back to you on that. Right now, the purpose of this is to show you guys how to use the Convertri cart to run your own fulfillment center and to show you all about variants. But we should make a webinar where we can integrate a bunch of other stuff. It's definitely on the back of my mind. It's on my to-do list, I promise. Alrighty then. So variants. Now let's discuss shipping. So we're still on the spinner ring. Hit shipping. You can add shipping costs for various regions. I've already added the United States. I added it manually. Since it's just a small ring, I'm charging $8 for the first item and $10 for any additional rings. To add more regions, simply click on New Shipping Region and give the region a name and search for it. I know that we have a lot of Europeans here today, so let's add Germany. Region name Germany and search for it, Germany. See? We can say that it's $22 and create. And now you have Germany. Now let's talk about inventory and fulfillment. Inventory. If you want to track your inventory, just toggle this on. Notice that we ran out of a couple of rings. Sterling silver, size 8. We don't have any more of those. Rose gold in size 8. We don't have any more of those. If you have more of those, simply add it in. Let's say we got 3 in, and we got 3. And you also got a dozen more sterling silver rings in US. 12. Now, here's the magic. Add, add, and add. See how Convertri does the arithmetic for you? Pretty cool, right? So if you do run out of a product, then here's what will happen. Let's say someone wants to order the sterling silver in size 6. It'll say out of stock, and they won't be able to order it. If you replenish your inventory every week, then you can also click this, and it will let your customers order regardless. Be careful with that, okay? So that's inventory. We have track inventory. And what about fulfillment? Did you know that Convertri lets you track fulfillment? It's really simple. Simply turn fulfillment on. It's off, it's on. Hit save and then go to orders. So hit save. We'll go to orders. I'll show you how this works. It's super easy. Now these two are unfulfilled. Unfulfilled. So if you track fulfillment, then Convertri will add this little button under this column for all of the things that your customers order. So all you have to do is hit details, see what they ordered, ship it out, and then come back and then just hit this, fulfilled, right? So this is how you can manually track your inventory and operate your own fulfillment center. Any questions about this? We're gonna discuss tax next. Okay, so in regards to Shopify, we do have a Shopify integration, and I don't know the answer to your questions right now, but let me write it down and I'll respond. Your question was, so are these purchases on Convertri only, or is it linked to Shopify? Oh, I can answer that. It is not on Shopify. We are not linked to Zapier, to Shopify. Right now, we're not linked to anything. We have the Shopify integration, yes. But right now, no. This is all inside the Convertri cart. D says, it looks like we don't need WooCommerce if we use the Convertri cart. If you say so. Right now, I'm showing you how this works. And if you like the way it works, then yeah, you probably don't need anything else. This is probably enough. It's great for those who are just starting their own business. Let's discuss taxes, shall we? Sales tax. So to go to tax, make sure you're in the cart, hit tax on the left side. You can add sales tax to your products for any country and region in the world. Convertri lets you set it and forget it. To set it, select the tax option here on the left side, which is what we did already. Now you'll see that I already have a few regions set up. If you click on the not so obvious folder here, you'll see that I have a different tax setup for each country. So for the guy that said that I don't have it correct for the North America, yeah, probably don't, because I set it manually. I just Googled it and I put it in to create this demo. Okay. So I set a lot for sales tax for the Caribbean. To set up a new tax for a new region, simply hit on new tax and create it. Now what if, here, let me show you. What if most of my customers are from Germany and from the United States? Really easy. All I have to do is create a new tax and call it whatever you want, but I'll call this one US and Germany. Rates and regions, hit Germany, and I think it's around 20%. I could be wrong, but I'm just showing you an example. So I have 20 there. Now search, let's say that most of my customers are particularly from California. That's a tax 7.24, I think. Hit create. And now you have a new region. See? And so when you go to products, you already have the tax set up. Let's add a tax on the anxiety rings from Fidgeting Fiona. Go to tax, toggle add tax, and you can only choose one region. As you see, North America. I already chose North America, but I can easily change it to US and Germany. If you need to add a tax for the whole world, then you can definitely do that too. But that's pretty cool, right? It's already in the drop down. So you can, with taxes, with sales taxes, you can set it and forget it. Any questions about sales tax? All right, they'll probably come in. Ooh, something came in. Nope. Let's discuss coupons. Coupons. Our users often ask, can you create, I'm gonna drink some water. Give me a second, please. You know, in Medellin, you can drink water from the tap. It's one of the reasons we decided to move here. No, it's not. We moved here because the people are nice, cost of living is awesome, and spring. All right, let's discuss coupons. Oh, Chandra wants to know, can we set sales tax at the product level? Yes, that's the whole point of this, yes. So going back to the products here, Chandra, we have product groups and we have products. To set a tax on these products, just hit edit and just add it. Yeah, just choose your region from the dropdown as you just saw. I hope that answers your question. If not, we can definitely revisit at the end. Let's discuss coupons for now. So our users often ask, can you create a coupon code like 60 off that could be put into a quote unquote discount code field at the checkout form and then hit the apply button so that the customer could get the satisfaction of seeing the price drop? The answer is we don't have that feature. We don't support that feature right now. And the reason is that coupon codes and promo codes, which you can Google, tend to lower conversions. How? Well, let me paint the scenario for you. This might have happened to you. You just spent 40 minutes shopping on a site one moment. Shopping on a site. You thought long and hard about what to buy. Excuse me. You thought long and hard about what to buy. Now it's time to check out. Your credit card digits are in, you're about to hit purchase, when all of a sudden you see a coupon box and it says enter promo code. So what do? Well, here's what I did the last time that happened to me. Give me a second. I'm actually plugging my computer in somewhere else. So here's what I did the last time it happened to me. I was shopping on at Coolie Bar. Shopping here for my husband, and I threw some stuff in for myself. I was ready to buy stuff. But then I saw this here. I saw the promo code, enter promo code. So here's what I did. I Googled Coolie Bar promo code. Has this ever happened to you? So I was searching for a promo code when suddenly my daughter woke up. So I had to abandon ship. I had to abandon the cart. This is what we mean by how these little promo boxes tend to lower conversion rates, because some people don't return. I did return, but it took me a few days to return. So the point is, we don't support coupon codes. In my humble opinion, we have something better. I'm going to show you how to create a simple 10% coupon code that you can add to your newsletters. There is more than one way to add a coupon with Convertri. We have some tutorials, but for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you how to create a simple 10% discount code. All right, first we create the coupon, then we generate the link. Let's say that for a limited time only, the spinner ring is on sale. The spinner ring. Let's name the coupon code something jolly and memorable, like Christmas sale. Spinner ring Christmas sale. So do keep in mind that your customer will see the name of the coupon in the checkout form. That's why it helps to give it a memorable name. Okay, product. So we'll choose the product. Spinner ring. The amount, you can either do fixed or percentage. So let's do percentage, just 10%. It could be reoccurring if you like, but I'm going to turn it off. And let's have it expire the day after Christmas, on the 26th at 1. Okay. And limit use. Because I'm nice, I'm going to let my customers use it twice, although they won't know about it. So hit create. Next, we'll generate the link. It's important to note here that Convertri's coupons use session cookies. This means that as long as your prospect doesn't close their browser or tab, the coupon will stick around across multiple pages. It also means that when you generate the link for your coupon, you should generate the link for the first page of your funnel. This is why I'm pausing here. So our funnel goes like this. Homepage, sales page, checkout, upsell, and then thank you, right? We're gonna apply the coupon to the homepage. So the funnel is all the way at the bottom. Fidgeting Fiona. We'll apply it to the homepage here. Click to copy, and we're done. We've generated the link. When your customer clicks on this link, which you can share on social media, on your newsletters, wherever, when they click on this link, the discount will automatically be applied. So you can create fixed coupons that knock off a few bucks from your order, like just flat $3 if you want, or percentage coupon the way we did. Whichever way you decide to create coupons, the benefit here is that you have full control over your coupons and nobody is going to abandon your cart because they thought they could Google a code. All right, before we, that was my spiel for coupons. Any questions? No coupon, yikes, says Regine. We do have abandoned cart. We do have a way for you to collect people's email addresses when they abandon the cart. And I can give you a tutorial for that. Harvey wants to know, will this be available again? Yeah, the replay will definitely be available again. If it turns out well, I mean, like 99% of the time, it's fine. It's in good condition. It should be out by next Tuesday. All right, before we return to the front store, let's review two products that we need for the bump sell and the upsell, right? Whenever you want to sell anything on Convertri and put it on a sales page, whenever you add a product to an upsell page, whenever you want to add a product to a downsell page, to a bump sell page, the keyword being product, you have to add the product here in the Convertri cart. So let's review the upsell. Here's the earrings up, here's the upsell for the earring, the price. Since this is a one-click upsell, let's just add the price. No need to add any variants, shipping, or taxes. You saw how look at my upsell page. Excuse me. Look at my upsell page. This is all you need to know. Made from solid gold, it's $24.49. Yes or no? So when you create this, an upsell, make it really easy for your customer to just click and go. If you want to add shipping or tax, you can. You can add that, but it will only, but then it'll show up in the receipt, you know? So make sure that you add somewhere around here that shipping and taxes will be added to. As with all products, you can track inventory and fulfillment. So hit save to track that. Next, we'll review the bump sell, and then we'll dive into the homepage and the sales page. So let's go to the bump sell. Here it is. The price is $10. Same, yeah, price is $10. Turning my page. So we need to add it here, and then you'll see it later on. No shipping, because we want the shipping to be added to the main product. No variants, because we want to make this really quick. And no, you can't. If you do add variants, you won't be able to see it on the page. There's no way to do that right now. I'm going to grab a drink of water, so give me a moment. I'll be back in 5 seconds. María, todavía estoy trabajando en una presentación. Sí, por favor, me pueden ayudar. Oh, all right, I'm back. Can everyone hear me? Can you paste the link of the coupon to see how it looks like? Sure. Let's do that really quick. See how it says Fidgeting Fiona coupon code? You could make it look nicer by changing the ID. So here's what the coupon code looks like on top. Let me quickly go back to coupons. Let's hit edit for the one that we just created. Spinner ring Christmas sale, edit. So where it says coupon ID, you can change that to make it look pretty. So let's say Christmas sale, save. Now let's look at the link again. Oh, we're gonna have to recreate it, looks like. It's fine. Funnel, it's this one, Fidgeting Fiona. Can everyone hear me? I keep asking that because I want to make sure that I hit back the mute, that I unmute myself. Okay, so copy. Now let's see what that link looks like. Christmas sale, you see that? Because we changed the ID. Good question, Chandra. Okay, Regine says, I like the auto apply coupon best. Yes, I'm glad I converted you. Okay, Regine, I'll have to give you a tutorial on cart abandonment. I hope we can return to this in a moment when I'm done here. So what does it look like after the upsell? So if you're wondering if there's like after they purchase the upsell, they get a receipt or something. If you have Stripe, we don't send automatic receipts. This is what it will look like at the end. So it won't like tell the user, hey, you also purchased, by the way, a moment ago, remember when you clicked, remember when you click yes, add to purchase? Just to remind you, this is what you purchased. We don't have anything like that. Once you hit yes, add to purchase or no thank you, it's just going to take them to the thank you page. Maybe there's a script where you can add their amount to a thank you. I don't know. So this is how it works. Can everyone hear me? Hello? 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 Can everyone hear me? Yes, you should be able to hear me. Please say yes or no. Okay, thank you, Dee. Yes, you know what, guys? I do have a little one. I do have a little one that just came and popped in. I told him to be out longer, but that didn't happen because she's a little sick. Okay, so we're done with coupons. Let's go to, and we're done with our products. All of our products have been added. All our products have been added. We have 3 products, remember. We have the spinner ring, the mala bracelet, which is the bump sell, and the earrings, which is the upsell. Now we're going to go to the front page. This is going to be a lot of fun. So here's what our funnel looks like. First, we're going to clone our home page. Okay, so we're going to clone this home page, this page here that displays 3 different products. That way I can show you how to add multiple products to one page so that you can display them. All right, homepage 2 cloned. Let's clone this one again, please. Sales page 2, and it appears up here. Now we're gonna briefly edit this page by deleting a few things. Delete and delete, okay? Hit save and go back. Now I'm gonna clone this one again. Call it Upsell 2. I'm gonna create this fast to show you how easy it is to create this using Convertri, and clone it una vez más. Now we're gonna work backward. Before we work backwards, I'm gonna link these pages using the arrows. So let's go to our thank you page. We're working backwards to create this, okay? Thank you, delete this and that. This is the easiest way to create a thank you page. Just clone a page and change the copy. Save and publish. Because I've done this 1,000 times, let's hit thank you, call it thank you 1,000. Hit view page. Okay, there's our page, looking nice. Let's go to our upsell page. I'm gonna show you how to create an upsell page right now. Okay, hit edit. First thing first, with an upsell page, you need to set the product. So hit product in the quick actions toolbar. In the dropdown, find your product. This is the upsell, earrings upsell, and toggle on this product is a one-click upsell. And because we already put the arrows, look, our redirect URL is already there. Great, saving us time. Upsell. Let's say these will look good on you. To create an upsell first, we update the product. We set the product in by clicking on the icon. Then we need to set the button mode. So set the button mode to open checkout as well. That's really important. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. For now, let's quickly change what the aesthetics of this. Set the product, set the button to checkout, and also create a no thank you page. So quickly change the image to the upsell earrings. Okay, we got that. All right, so we have our button here already. Go to button settings, change it to open checkout. This part is important because the tutorial on this isn't very clear. Change the label to yes, add to my purchase. Make it a little bigger. And let's clone this. For the second button, we're gonna change the mode to link and add our thank you page. Link. Da 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 da. Change the label to no thank you. Text color white. Background color black. There you go. Just make sure the price is right. $24.49, I believe. Double checking. This is important. If you don't have this, then you won't have an upsell page. So save and close. Save and publish. Upsell 1000. And go back. Now we'll work on our sales page. And I'll show you how to create a very fast checkout form using the form widget. We will delete this because we're going to add it a little later. And I'll delete that too. And we won't need this button either because we're going to use the form widget. All right, spinner ring. First things first, actually, set the product. Set the product to our spinner ring. And look at that. Because of the arrows, our upsell page is already there. Sounds good, right? Save and close. Form widget time. The form widget. Here's how you add it. Go to form elements on the left side and choose form widget. Look how fast I'm going to create this. Watch. So by default, we have these two form inputs. Let's delete them because we don't need them. Then add a drop down. We're going to add 3 of them. Bam, bam, bam. Highlight the first one. Under drop down options, hit product variants. Remember the work that we did earlier by selecting the 2 categories? This is how it appears. So product variant number 1, color. Oh, and change the placeholder text, of course. Select your color. Second drop down options, product variants, variant color, ring size. Placeholder text, select your ring size. Drop down number 3, quantities. We didn't need to do that up front, just select quantity and make it consistent here. All right. Next up on the form builder is the button settings. We're going to set this to open checkout, which is the modal, and change it to buy now. Now we're going to add the bump sell. Remember when we reviewed the mala bracelet in the products in the Convertri cart? Hit mala bracelet, bump sell for $10. There you go, hit save. All right, we need 2 things here. First, we're going to change the header. Where it says enter your details, go to form settings in the element properties panel, hit text settings. The header will say just $24. You can say whatever you want. To change the bump sell settings, hit bump sell settings and say, we're going to say here, meditate on the go. Add mala bracelet for $10. That was easy. Press save. and publish. And publish. There you go. All right. Yep, that looks good. And we're done. Again, this is how they connect in the back. Here's the original one, and here is the second one. Let's quickly review this in Similartree, the funnel designer. Here's what we went through. See? The page where it displays 3 products, that took us to the spinner ring. Checkout page with the bump sell. The upsell page. If they did go for it, they kind of went through another checkout page. What really happened was that in Convertri, we created another transaction. And then finally, the thank you page. That's it. Any questions? We went a little bit over time, but there was a lot to cover. Thank you guys. You guys have been so helpful today. And somebody picked up on the fact that I have a little one. She's 2 years and a half. 2 years old and a half. Regine says, no worries on your little one. We understand. Any parents out here? Let me know if you're a parent. Thank you for being compassionate. All right, I'm gonna write down notes on what you guys have been requesting. Abandoned cart, right? So a tutorial on cart abandoning. I can share them on the Facebook group later today or tomorrow. Paul Keenan says all good. Masume, a tutorial on what? The replay will be available by next Tuesday, if not sooner. Could you show me the Convertri's URL clone function again? Yes, we can do that. Let's go here. So to clone any page, you can also clone an entire funnel. To clone any page, hit on the 3 dots on any of these page cards, hit more, and hit clone. Clone. So we can call it home page 3. And as far as URL goes, Convertri will create a URL for you when you, like a live URL once you publish it, but there is also the edit URL, which is what you share when you have problems with a page. And then in the support group, like we'll say, okay, you're having a problem. Please show us the edit URL. What's the edit URL you might want to know? You might want to know. It's this URL. This is the edit URL. See? Edit URL, live URL. Could you show me? Okay. Ooh, Lloyd has 7 kids and 11 grandkids. Ooh, 7. That's crazy. It's good. Good for you, man. My kid doesn't like to sleep, so we decided to stop it at 1 for that reason. But she is very, very smart, at least. I mean, you know, she's growing well. Kina says kids are the best. Yeah, they're fun. She showered me with kisses the other day, and I remember, felt like deja vu. Like, this is what I wanted. For single pages and for cloning a whole funnel. Yes, you can clone single pages and you can clone an entire funnel. Let's see how to do that. Go to funnels. Wait, hold on. Can you clone an entire funnel? So let's go to Fidget Fiona. Click. Yes, you can. See? So in this funnel, you saw how many pages we have. We have a lot of pages. We have all of this plus this. So if you want to clone that, there's many reasons why you would. Hit more. Okay, first, how do you get here? You go to campaigns. You go to campaigns. Go to your funnel by finding your domain name. So here's my funnel. Click more, clone, and let's give this one. Webinar 3 clone. Hit clone. You can also create a share code and give that share code to a friend, maybe a freelance editor. Bam, look at this. We just cloned this entire funnel. All right, hope that answers your question, Ingrid. Harry, this was great. We'll watch the replay a few times. Thank you. Jim wants to know, please tell me you're recording this so I can review it in snail mode. I know I have an LA accent. Sometimes we could talk a little too fast. Yes, we will have the replay for show. How to convert from Simulotry to Convertri, the funnels. So yes, you can. Let me quickly go into Simulotry, okay? So I think you were trying to ask, can you go into Simulotry, design a funnel there, like scratch out your idea, and then create a funnel in Convertri. You can do that. You need to have the feature. So my funnel here is built. All I'm going to do now is hit build. You need to have the build feature. Go to domain, wanna, funnel name, webinar. You know what? I don't want to call it webinar. I'm going to name it after you, Chandra. Funnel name, Chandra. And choose theme. Let's choose words. I'm just going to choose any random one and see what happens. Select and build. Yeah, it's a great feature. Oh, cool. It even has the arrows for you. Definitely, Mosimo. Replay. We'll post a replay next week. When the inventory is done on an upsell item, does the upsell page still show to clients? Ooh, that's a good question. That's a very good question. That's something that I need to test out. I'm going to test it out and I'm going to get back to you with that. I'm going to write it down. Call it the Regine question. When inventory is done on an upsell item, does the upsell page still show to clients? Okay. Well, Regine, I'm going to post this in the Facebook group, but if you're not in the Facebook group, just share your login email to Convertri and I will send it to you. I will send it to you first, in fact. Regine, okay. Yeah, I think that would be best to share your email address and I'll email you. Great question. But I will also share it on the Facebook group for anyone who wants to know. Masuma, if you don't have Facebook, good for you. I envy you. Give me your email address, okay? And I'll make sure that I'll follow up with you. Send webinar replay to, if your account is under your name, which is very unique, I'm pretty sure I can find you easily with your name. Chandra wants to know, how did you add the downloadable MP3? Can you show? Oh, well, that's just an example. to add a downloadable MP3, whew, how would you do that? I mean, there's definitely ways to do that. You can use Amazon 3, S3. So let's, for example, let's open this page really quick. To add a downloadable link. Form elements. Let's go to submit. Probably already have a submit button. No, right here. So we have the submit button, and what we need to do is we need to set it to download. And then here, you can select a file. You can upload your audio in there, and that's how people can download it. Upload your file. That's one way to do it. You can also do the forced download on click. That might not work for everyone. It just depends on how people's browsers are set. What else? You can send them to a link, to a downloadable link like as Amazon. Change the label. Hope that answers your question. I'm going to stay here for 5 more minutes because I do need to get off eventually. I'm just having a lot of fun with you guys. Steven says, kids are great and they turn into teenagers. I have 5. I hear good and bad things about them turning into teenagers. But I'm right now, she's 2 and it's so much fun. Ingrid says, thank you. And she also says, do you have another funnel building training rather than going through the Convertri crash course? Oh, what is that supposed to mean, Ingrid? You don't like it? I'm kidding. We have the knowledge base. The knowledge base is great. We don't have another, so to answer your question, we don't have another funnel building training course. I could see myself doing one on product groups because there's so much that we didn't even cover, like how do you connect Zapier and how do you integrate WooCommerce, all of these things, right? So that is a feature suggestion and I'm going to add it. Oh, okay, Regine, don't worry, I'll let you into the Facebook group. All right. Masuk gave me his email address. Thank you. Ingrid, I have problems with voice because it is so digital and I love human voices. I know that sounds silly. Oh, okay. No, I don't, it doesn't sound silly. I just don't understand exactly. I don't understand what you mean by you have the problems with voice, like listening to it or talking. All right. Great training. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Ingrid, for showing up. Everyone says thank you. All right. You guys got 3 more minutes and I'm going to leave. 3 more minutes to ask any questions. Oh, Ingrid, then you should buy a fidget toy. Try a fidget toy. There's this bracelet with lots that pops. It has like 14 little bubbles, which you just pop. And I had to meet with my daughter's teacher so that she can explain her grades. She's doing well. And I was just popping that thing like crazy. Like the popping just creates this gratification inside of you. I think they work. 1,000 thanks. It says Masumam. All right. I'll hang out for 2 more minutes. And then I'm going to bounce, making sure that I cover all your questions. Would anyone be interested in a webinar training done in Spanish? Just curious. because I can do one in Spanish. Can you accept cryptocurrency with Convertri? If I had to guess, I would say no because I haven't seen it anywhere. I know that as payment. I'm pretty sure we don't accept that as payment. Oh, how to change currencies. I'll show you how to do that quickly though, but I don't know. I'm gonna ask though. Like if you want to change the currency in the dashboard from US to cryptocurrency, pretty sure no, but I'll double check for you. Currency. So we're in the knowledge base here, help.convertri.com. How to set your currency. It's only one currency per account. If you have an agency account or sub accounts, and you can change the currency within those sub accounts. So here is a tutorial on how to set your currency. All right, one more minute. You guys, I'm just gonna start saying goodbye by leaving you with this, our knowledge base, help.com, help.convertri.com. We have our training webinars here. Here's the one I did last month. It's called Webinar Let's Eat, Creating Events Actions. Something happened. There's a typo. Creating Events, Actions, and Targets. So in this webinar, I show you how to create an alternative to an FAQ. Like, you know how when people go to your FAQ page, they click on a question and then an answer appears. I show you how to create that. I show you how to create a menu dropdown, lots of good stuff, but there's a ton of training webinars here as well. When we share the replay, we're gonna share it here, the replay for this. And we also have our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Convertri. I'm always hanging out there. Neil is always hanging out there. He's one of the founders and he's always answering your questions. Besides getting answers from people like me and Neil, you also have a lot of Convertri users piping in. And then of course, there's support@convertri.com where I hang out. Harry says, no Spanish, I can barely speak English. That's pretty funny. Did you guys like my joke, by the way? What do you call a noble hot sauce? Sriracha. Okay, guys, thank you for your time. Thank you for being a great audience. I'll see you guys later, and I look forward to seeing you guys again next month in another training webinar.